Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Putri and today I will be a guide to the city called Bintang. So Bintang is a small city in the coast east of Borneo Island, Indonesia. The etymology of Bintang refers to the town's traditional status throughout history as a humble village, populated mostly by immigrants. Bon can revert in Indonesian to received and tang to debt. Alternately, the name of the town means groups of visitors. Now, I will bring you to some tourist places in Bintang. So the first place that I will bring you to called L.learning. This place provides many activities like fishing, rides. There are also food court, public pool, campsite, and playground. The are placed in the southern line of Bontang. The exact place is called Bontang Lestari, or local usually called it Bonless. The distance from the city is about 9 kilometers. The Lestari usually visited by local tourists on the weekend to just taking a leisure time or to take their kids to play. As mentioned before, this place provides many activities. One of them is archery, and then there's a playground that your kids could visit too. And then there's also the public pool that the local call it water pool. And besides that, there are so many places that consider photo spot, so you could take photos around here, like the landmark such as Merlion, Liberty, and so on. This photo spot also include the places for couples, like the love-shaped flower road, and then the love-shaped seat, and things like that. In this place, there are also food courts, so you could enjoy eating above the artificial lake. To enter this place, you only need to pay the fee of 10,000 rupiahs. When you visit in Bontang, you can't miss to visit the mangrove places, such as this one called Graha Mangrove. To enter this place, you need to pay a fee of 7.5k rupiahs. This place is pretty much like the other places for families. This place provides kids playground, and then food court, photo spot, duck boat, and gazebo to eat. Graha mangrove are placed in the most eastern side of Bontang, because it is placed in the mangrove, and mangrove is usually placed near the sea, so the view of this place is sea. In some places of this place, you could find cute things written on a bench on the gazebo or things like that, like this one, the learning bench, and then the Versailles hut, and also the love hut. You could also find many kind of food here in the food court, from the appetizer, snacks, and main course. You could also find the basic things like musola, and also this place have this small place for animals, like a small zoo, which have animals like weasel, and then iguana, monkey, and also a young uh, crocodile. This next one is called Kutai National Park, placed in Sangkima. The park is located north of the Mahakam River and includes several lakes like Danau Mau, Santan, Besar, and Sirapan. It is adjacent to the towns of Bontang and Sangatta and 120 kilometers north of the provincial capital Samarinda. There are two main points for tourist access to the park. The closest one to Bontang is Sangkima, which is on the road between Sangatta and Bontang and thus is accessible by car or bus. The area has a number of old former national park buildings. There is a large loop walking track with sections of elevated boardwalk to what was one of the largest trees known in the park. Kutai National Park is dominated by a Dipterocarpaceae lowland tropical rainforest and has 958 species of flora, including 8 of the world's 9 genera of family Dipterocarpaceae, 41 species of orchids, and 220 species of medical plants. The other vegetation types include coastal mangrove forests, freshwater swamp forests, and Karangas forests. The park provides habitat to 10 species of primates, 90 species of mammals, and 300 species of birds. They include orangutan, Malayan sun bear, sambar deer, banteng, maroon leaf monkey, white-fronted leaf monkey, Miller's langur, proboscis monkey, Bornean gibbon, and so on. The number of orangutans was found to have decreased dramatically from 600 recorded in 2004 to about 60 in 2009. However, a survey conducted in 2010 identified over 2,000 orangutans to be inhabiting the park. Now I will take you to this weird yet unique place called Segajah Island. This is an island placed in Bintang in the north of Bontang. You could only visit this place in the afternoon, exactly when the seawater is on the low tide. When the high tide comes, this place is gone. Segajah Island have a beautiful nature view, such as the white sand, the clear seawater that you could even see the seabed, which have starfishes. From the so many starfishes there, the dominating one is the brown and reddish starfish, and some of them are also the blue starfish. You could do snorkeling or diving here since the water are so clear that you could see the seabed and the biota that live in there. And then this place is also the favorite place for photographers to take photos. And according to the culture holder of of Bintang Kuala, this place is called Pulau Segajah or Segajah Island because the shape of the island is actually kind of resemble an alpine. Now moving on, will be visiting Bintang Kuala. Bintang Kuala is the fisherman housing is placed on the. It's actually above the sea, and Bintang Kuala is called the pioneer of Bontang. So rumor has it that this is the first place that have humans in Bontang. Although this is a fisherman housing, but this place doesn't look anything seedy or vile. Okay, this place is actually full of food court, cafes, restaurant, and so on. And this is where you could find any person from Bintang to visit this place on the weekend or in the Saturday night especially. And there is this food, a special cleaner, a unique cleaner that is special from Bintang, and you could only find it in here. It's called gami bawis. So gami is a special sambal from Bintang, and bawis is a special kind of fish that until now I can't find it other than Bintang. This next one is called Belanda River. It is still on the land of Bintang Kuala. This river is actually a new place found. It used to be the escape way when the Holland invaders are still in Indonesia. To reach this place, you could ride a boat from the port of Bintang Kuala, and the fee is maybe about 30,000 if I not forgot. The last but not least one is called Beras Basa Island. It is a small island located in the Straits of Makassar and approximately 10 kilometers east of the coast of Borneo. Administratively, the island is under the City of Bintang government and province of East Kalimantan. The island is known to be a tourist destination as a dive site that provides tropical underwater life. The origin name of Beras Basah, according to local folklore, comes from the Indonesian words of beras, which means rice, and basah, or wet. Once upon a time, there was a ship belonging to the Sultanate of Kutai, which was sailing in the Straits of Makassar. The ship carries food, which includes rice. The ship arrived, suddenly sank, and spilled its luggage. Because the waters where the shipwreck is shallow, the ship's congregation, which is mostly rice, doesn't sink, but appears partly like a mound. Over time, the rice mound turns into a white sand island like rice, which is always wet because it is surrounded by the ocean. To be able to visit this island, there are several accesses which all come from several piers or ports from Bintang. The fastest access is via Marina Beach of Badak NGL Pier by using a speedboat, which takes approximately 15 minutes. Alternative access through Tanjung Limau and Tanjung Laut docks using small motorized boats that take approximately an hour.